Alright guys, and welcome to episode 2 of this Road to Glory series with Salford City on FIFA 20. So, last episode, start of the career mode then, we started things in the European International Tournament. If you have a look at that, we got 1 draw and 1 loss. We drew with Cosenza, and then, which I think were 3-3. And then we lost 2-1 to RKC Valvik, I would assume that's pronounced. We have made 1 signing so far, signing a midfielder who actually had a really good game last time out. Hopefully we can keep that up this episode 2. Hopefully they'll have a good game in the games in this episode as well, because I've got a feeling that we are going to struggle early on in this as we try and march towards promotion from League 2. With that said, let's just crack on then and get to what is probably going to be the final game of this pre-season tournament, because I'm expecting to be knocked out, basically. So we'll see how we get on against the third and final team. Game number 1 of today's episode then, of probably 2, which would be this game, and then I imagine, unless we win and Cosenza lose, game 1 will be the final game of this European International Cup, and then I would imagine that we will start our league campaign by playing the first game of the season. I have made 1 change in the starting lineup. Have a quick look at that. We have brought Lloyd in midfield because he had a really good game when he came on against the last opposition, the Valvik. So we'll see what he can do from the start as we play. Wow. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that team name. Let's just play the game, shall we? Right, come on lads. Let's try and at least finish this pre-season cup with a win. Oh, well, that was a great start there from Lloyd, weren't it? That's going to be a foul if they don't score. Well defended, but referee does pull it back. What a way to start things off. 27 yards out, so fairly far out, but doable. And up and over at bar. A little bit too high. Oh, we nearly got ball off him, then we do. And then we get straight back to Malinowski. Here's Kun again. Well cut out by Hogan, and let's just lump it upfield. Well done for Guerra. Here is Lloyd. I'm going to put brakes on. Finds Rooney. Overlap from Torre. Look to cross that in, and we do get to it, but Rooney heads it wide. How close were that? That was very nearly a great opportunity to open scoring, and there I am, look, wearing me Pep style gear, trainers, jeans and a cardigan. Figuera, we bring it forward. Here's Towel. Is it out wide? Looking to get Towel back on it. We do. We look for the cross. Back stick. And it's wide again. They're getting closer. I know it's gone out for a corner. Must have had somebody get a touch on it. Ball comes in. Get anywhere near it with anybody. And, well, the other team are going to come away with that. I thought we'd have had players close enough, but apparently not. It's Apolinarski. Middle to Kun. Back to Kun. Group middle. They have got a man over. If he can find the cross. And it's kept in somehow. Cross going to come in. Through into middle. Outside the box. Great save by Neil. Headed down though, not away. And in end, it does harmlessly go out for a goal kick. Oh, tried to knock that on. That's going to be offside. No, it's not, because we don't find Rooney anyway. Is there anybody going to get forward? It's cut out. There's Towel again. Cut out again. Lloyd back to Towel. And it's wide. Towel. Knocked on for Lloyd. Back to Lloyd. He's going to take a shot. And it's straight at the keeper. He spills it, but we are nowhere near. It's off at top. Looking for, is it Kun? It is. It's Kun down on this wing. And that is blocked and put out. And that is the half-time whistle at the break. It is all square, 0-0. That is out to Torre. He miscontrols it. That is inside. Nourier, is he going to find his man? Oh, well headed away by Hogan even. And Babenko cuts out the pass to Towel. Oh, great save by Neil, and he keeps it in. There's Nouvier, great block by Hogan. And here we got a chance to hit on counter. Or it would be if we had players moving forward. There's Figueira. Lost by Lloyd, he keeps hold of it somehow. There's Toure. Towel, knocked forward for Lloyd. Close to keeper. Oh, how did that not go in? Cannoned off of 3 different players. And on the volley by Rooney, I think. Well, keeper with an easy save in end. We have got a sub waiting to come on, but I've got a feeling we're going to run out of time. We are taking Lloyd off and we're replacing him with another wide man, but a right-sided wide man. We are switching Towel over to the other side of midfield. Here's Kuhn. If they're getting behind us now, I'm going to be so disappointed. Well away. Only as far as Apolinarski. Well done, Hogan. Here's Towel. Out wide. Finds Wiseman. Rooney. Oh, we've get it away. Well won by Figueira. That's Toure. Finds Hogan. Why is Hogan a central defender that far forward? Rooney! Oh, keeper saves and it is cleared. We are getting to make a sub. It is Lloyd going off and Walker coming on. Let's see what an injection of pace can do for all of 10 seconds. There's Towel. Oh, shot were dragged. And there we go. There is the final whistle. The game ends all square, another draw, no goals in this one, and we are going to be crashing out in the group stage of the European International Cup. Even if we had have won that game, it still wouldn't have been enough. We would have crashed out of the cup because Cosenza did win their game and would have finished top of the group. We'll have a look at the prize money that we got. We got 360 grand, which, yeah, it's not a lot, but it's enough to think about youth players once we get our first scout report back. It's also enough to stick a little bit more into the wage budget to think about the 2 players that we have got on the transfer hub, isn't it? So we will think about maybe having another look at them 2 players. Now, we do get to look forward then to the first game of the season in this episode. We'll have a look at who we are starting against. We are starting against Stevenage Borough. Right, well, we've got about a month to go until that game. So perhaps not look too far ahead yet, but I don't really plan to make too many moves, and I don't plan to sell anybody either. So hopefully we will get to that game pretty quick. We've had a transfer offer for Scott Wiseman, and I am going to reject that outright because he's actually not bad. I know he's like 33, and it's Melbourne City that want to buy him. That seems like an odd potential acquisition for Melbourne City, a club owned by Man City. But we are going to keep hold of the Gibraltar-born player. He can play right wing back or right back. We are going to keep hold of him for now because he's actually played pretty well in pre-season. As we can see, neither of the players we've got on transfer hub so far have moved anywhere else. The technicals of that guy are pretty good. I am tempted. He's got a 3-star weak foot, but he is right-footed. He can play at left back, it would just mean cutting back. And he's right-footed, but plays on the left midfield. Still not sure. We'll leave them where they are for now and wait till we get a bit closer to first game at season. Okay, it is time for the first pre-match press conference heading into game number 1. This is going to be our first opportunity of answering questions in like this to try and bolster morale of the team. So we will attend the conference and see what crack is. There I am.
Welcome everyone.
Salford City versus Stevenage. Salford's European International Cup early exit wasn't quite the debut fans were hoping for. How does it impact the squad ahead of the first competitive match? We must learn from our mistakes. I have faith in my team. We've ironed out all the kinks. I'm going to go with I have faith in my team. I do. I don't think we played particularly bad in any of them games. We just made one or two silly mistakes, and that's down to me being a bit rusty on FIFA. So I'm going to say I have faith in my team. The team's happy. Morale has gone up. Is promotion more than a dream for Salford? We can definitely push for it. We have what it takes, or we'll give it everything we've got. I'm going to say we can definitely push for it. That is my aim. I want to push for promotion. So we can definitely push for promotion this year. Achieving things is what the game is all about. You haven't been very active in the transfer market so far. Should we expect to see some new faces at the club until the end of the transfer window? We're good all over the pitch. We're building a winning team. We need more strength. I think I'm going to say we're good all over the pitch, and the team's reacted really well to that. Team morale very happy. They're obviously glad that we're not replacing them. And there we go. That's all the questions we've got time for, apparently. Well, I'd say that were fairly successful. Let's have a look at what Maynard wants. He's moaning already, is he? I've been in pretty good form lately, and I'm feeling good, so I hope you're not going to bench me for the game against Stevenage. I'll consider it, or it's not all about you. There's bigger games ahead. We're going to go with that. It's basically saying that he will be playing. We're just focus on fitness. There we go. He's happy. Right, game number 1. I am not going to sign either of them two players before this game. This is the first important game of this career mode, the first one that matters. Hopefully we can grab 3 points and start the league well. Let's see how we get on at home to Stevenage. As you can see, I have made no changes to my starting lineup whatsoever. Now, I haven't seen any of these graphics. I've just seen graphics for the Premier League. That's quite neat the way it looks. Quite smart. Stevenage lineup: Farman, James Wilden, Fernandez, Cuthbert, Fielding, Denton, Yonton, Hewson, Taylor, Cowley and Smith. They are playing very similar formation to us, but with what looks like a more attacking midfielder in Taylor. So this could come down to then Taylor versus can't remember the name of the player. That's the one, Figueira. And Figueira and Taylor clashing already. Here's Towell, knocks it on for Wiseman. Oh, that pass overhit. That's gone out for a throw. Here's Figueira. Aonton takes it from him. There's Cowley. Hewson. Fired forward for Smith. There's Taylor. Oh, they're in the box. Smith is wide open and he's fired it wide. There's Hogan. Well done. Falls to Lloyd. Now we know he's got legs. Obviously everybody's got legs. You can't play football really without them. But oh, well done, Towell. Looks for the cross, and that is in the back of the net already. We have scored our first league goal of the campaign, and it is the guy whose name I cannot pronounce. That were a nicely worked goal, though. Towell getting inside box, just cuts it straight across goal, and first time shot from the striker, and it's back of the net. First league goal of FIFA 20. Salford have the lead. Well done, Neil, getting down to make that save. We can fire it forward quickly. Have we got anybody upfield? No, we don't. So that has ended up being a bit of a waste, and Stevenage are going to get to come forward again. Here's Denton. Foul on edge of area. That's going to be a yellow, surely, if not a red. That's fine. It's a yellow. Here's Liam Hogan. It's the captain. Yeah, definite foul. Alright, another opportunity then for Stevenage to try and even things up. 24 minutes on clock. And he's gone short. Great block by Burgess. And we are muscled off the ball by James Wilden. It's through middle, cut out by Figueira. He's gone out for a throw. It is James Wilden to take. Ball through middle. Taylor, Crowley, Cowley even, because I've been watching a lot of Super Challenge. That's the back of the net. There's me wittering about how you pronounce his name, saying I've watched too much Supernatural lately, and he's sticking ball in net. That is all square. Stevenage grab a goal with Cowley. I thought we were dealing pretty well defensively until that pass comes in, but from that angle, that's quite an impressive goal to put it at keeper's near post. Keeper should have done a lot better. Perhaps that's another position that we need to strengthen. I think when we reach the point where we can get a second youth scout, I think I need to start thinking about a good prospect goalkeeper. Because Neil's made some decent saves, but he's also made some daft mistakes. Oh, great little back heel. There's Lloyd. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Let's try and celebrate with fans. Are you allowed to celebrate with fans in FIFA anymore? Either way, Lloyd bangs that in back at net and restores the lead. That back heel from Rooney passes it on to the other striker, and Lloyd under the keeper, through the keeper's legs. Well tucked shot. No, not nutmegged him, just squeaked it in between keeper and near post. And there we go, we have retaken the lead, and Lloyd's work so far is actually convincing me that thinking about fairly quick wingers or wide midfielders can work in this. Why have we let him dance straight through us? That is shocking. How have we let him dance through our entire defence unchallenged? We even stepped off him at one point, and it's Taylor. If you watch this, we step off him. We actually went in for challenge. It looked like we stepped off him, but still, that is just shocking defending. He just got to walk through us defence like a hot knife through butter. There's Hernandez, I couldn't see for light. Here's Cowley. Well done, Burgess. Knocked forward. Lloyd knocked on. Here's Towell. And referee blows the whistle at half time. It's all square at home, 2-2. Second half then, with those yellow cards in mind, I have taken two of the booked players off. We've taken goal scorer Lloyd off. We brought Walker on. Switched Towell over to the left of that trio in midfield. Walker's now playing on the right side. We have also taken Wiseman off at wing back. Replaced him with the other wing back that we've got on the bench. I can't remember his name. That were an awful pass. Falls straight to Smith. There's Smith again, drifting out wide, trying to force it out. Ball comes in and Toure deals with that. There's Towell. There's Figueira. Knocked on for Walker, who's equally as quick as Lloyd. De Severe. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that name on fly. You realise that, right? It's no disrespect to him, but it's a hard name to pronounce. That's a throw to Stevenage. Transfer confirmed. Thiago has gone to Real Madrid. I'm not going to dive in. That's gone out wide. Looking for a cross from James Wilden. Neil, that should be yours. Why did he palm that over the bar? He could have just grabbed that. Figueira went in with the challenge. There's Hussein. Well blocked by Hogan. Walker out wide to the right back. Chance for him to open up. Keeps Odder it. Through middle. Finds Towell. Walker. Knocked on again. Right back loses it this time, and now he's out of position, which is worrying. We're hoping that he'd have dropped back into defence again. Toure's trying to get back. Looks like he's getting a bit tired though. Hogan, do your thing. Newton with the header, but it's over the bar. We are getting ready for our third and final sub. It is Rooney going off. We are bringing Gaffney on. He's a little bit quicker than Rooney is. Not by much, but a little bit. Hopefully that little bit of extra pace up front will do us a favour. Hussein wins the header. That's Newton. Knocked on to Cowley. Here's Taylor bursting in the box. Straight at Neil. Got a bit lucky then. We are nearly at full time. Here's James Wilding. Oh, Toure, well done, son. But then he knocks it way too far forward. Picks it up again. There's Toure onto Towell. And never mind, the referee blows the whistle. It is all square. We finish our first league game of the season in this career mode. 2-2 at home against Stevenage. It's post-match interview time then. See what we get asked. Is the draw on your debut at Salford a good enough result to please you? Your team are content. A draw isn't the end of the world. I expect more focus. The season is a marathon, not a sprint. I expect more focus. I do. And they were happy with that anyway. Me telling them I expected more. Hogan is continuing his hot run of form. How satisfied? I am very satisfied. Hogan has been solid at the back. Other players should follow. Must keep the momentum. He does deserve the praise. He's played well. He's as club captain as well. So I expect inspiring performances from the likes of Hogan. Two even the match teams going head to head in a match. By looking at the scoreboard, seemed uneventful. How do you comment? How is it uneventful for a 2-2 draw? I think we probably should have won. And that's helped momentum. We should have won that game, I think. We got sloppy in defence at times, but going forward we had way more opportunities to score. And we've earned a trophy. And there we go. We have played our first league game of the season. And just before we bring this episode to a close, guys, I am tempted to go back in for Sigurdsson. I think with how Lloyd is playing in midfield, it could be a similar thing with him. And he is 66 rated, so he's technically better than Lloyd. I think we'll go back in and try and sign Aaron Sigurdsson again. And there we go, guys. We can confirm that Aaron Sigurdsson has joined Salford City. He's on $4,500. He wanted a little bit less, but actually wanted a goals bonus after scoring, I think it said 5 goals. And with how Lloyd has been getting in that box, taking shots, if that is where Sigurdsson is going to play, then I didn't want to risk him getting like 5 goals in this career mode. He wanted crucial squad role. It's a 3-year contract, even though it says contract length 2 years. We are already in year 1, so there's 2 years remaining. 3-year contract, crucial, $4,500. Still leaves me 300 and odd grand in the transfer budget to use for youth players, which is more than enough. We might even go in at the end for this guy, although I am happy with both my right backs, and my left back that's played every game so far, Torre, has also done really well, so he might not join. He might be somebody we'll leave for now and think about in January if he doesn't find a club and we do need somebody else. But with that said, guys, that is the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed it, then make sure you twat that like button. And if you want to keep up with this, if you are new to the channel, you want to keep up with this the content that we have on it, then make sure you twat that subscribe button as well. Social media links, they're all below. You know what to do, Binar. And other than that, guys, cheers for watching. And as usual, I shall see you next episode.